The 2025 Game Awards are almost here, so I thought it would be fun to take a look at the Sonic nominations. Sonic Rumble, which literally just came out this month, has already been nominated for Best Mobile Game. It got a lot of justified criticism for its legendary skin prices, alongside the amount of pop-ups, but aside from that, from what I've seen at least, people really enjoy the gameplay. You guys obviously know my thoughts on the game. I love it to death, I really do. I think its gameplay is super addictive, and other than the microtransaction system, I think it's one of the best mobile Sonic games. I really like the fact that it's accessible on Steam. That's something that really no other Sonic mobile game can say. I hope it gets ported over to consoles as well. I'm sure it will, because that's how Stumble Guys was at first too. And I know a lot of people tend to brush it off as a Fall Guys clone. I don't see it that way personally. I just see it as a game within the Fall Guys genre, similar to how Stumble Guys is. Because the same argument could be made about Sonic Dash. Like, that's not exactly an original game. It's pretty much an endless runner, endless 3-lane runner, which is just like how Subway Surfers works, which is just like how Temple Run works. I've talked about it before, you know, it's not original. All that matters is whether an app can separate itself with its own gameplay mechanics. And I think that Sonic Rumble does that with the skill system. I think the way the tracks are designed, they have like multiple pathways. That's something Fall Guys doesn't really do. And Fall Guys is much more physics-based as a result. This game is much more, or I guess less, bouncy. I feel like that's the worst way to describe it, but you guys know what I mean. Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing CrossWorlds were both nominated for Best Family Game and Best Sport/Racing Game, meaning the intense Sonic vs. Mario rivalry is still going strong. For Best Family Game specifically, DK Bonanza also got nominated, so that's going to be some stiff competition as well. But for Best Sport/Racing Game, it could either go to Mario Kart or Sonic Racing. I've seen a lot of criticism online for Mario Kart World saying it's not as good as 8. I believe a lot of the controversy with that game really has to do with the intermission tracks, but of course it is Mario Kart at the end of the day. It's going to sell copies whether it's in a bundle or not, and negative online discourse usually doesn't amount to much. Anything you see on Twitter usually is just noise. It would be really awesome to see CrossWorlds win though. And finally, for Best Adaptation, somehow Sonic Movie 3 didn't make it in, which is kind of surprising. I think it's the best video game movie of all time and does a really good job adapting SA2's story. It came out December 20th, 2024, so it was too late to make it into last year's Game Awards, and I really thought it would make it in this year. I don't know, it feels like we got snubbed. Really not sure why they forgot about it. But yeah, you can cast your vote over at the Game Awards website for all the Sonic stuff. You know, as a Sonic fan myself, I'm going to be voting for Sonic because I really want to see the franchise continue to grow, continue to expand, and hopefully maintain its success, especially when I feel like it's earned. Like with Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, for example, I think it's easily the best out of the racing trilogy. Like, I think it's better than Transformed, it's better than Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and it's absolutely better than Team Sonic Racing, of course. I still personally prefer the Riders gameplay, but if I were to make a game that combines both the boards and the carts, CrossWorlds is definitely how I would have executed it. But yeah, I can't wait to see which games end up winning at the Game Awards. It'll be interesting to see though what happens next year. I have a feeling that Frontiers 2 announcement is coming a lot sooner than we all think, and I can't wait. Major shout out to all the channel members, man. You guys are insane. You keep the channel going, and I really, truly, greatly appreciate your generosity. If you'd like to become a channel member, be sure to hit that join button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.